Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous.
Isso, são puta. É isso.
I bet.
Quer dizer que a família do Batman não, também, então.
This is Selina.
Mata o Batman. Então a família do Batman é corrupta?
Uhum.
Então o Batman também é corrupto.
Claro.
Então o filho da puta mata.
Mata.
Se o Batman chega ao poder, mata o filho da puta. Mata o
Isso aí
Batman.
o quê?
Dá pra ficar no
Falcone's
Spider-Man e
calling
matar o filho da
card.
puta do Batman?
Dá, Spider-Man é fedido.
Então mata o Batman, filho da guitarra.
The chemicals.
Corrupto.
Where are they?
Ao menos os
Já,
Spider-Man
vetereiro.
só
We're all
tiravam
being
foto,
played
agora
here,
é
including you.
É, isso aí.
Aí, ladrão, a gente tava de pegar umas pepecas. A Mary Jane, tá ligado?
The
Pegar as
Waynes.
pepecas da Mary Jane.
Ó,
Não vou falar do
gente.
Spider-Man,
The
não.
Waynes are the
Gente
biggest gangsters in
delícia.
Gotham.
É isso mesmo. Montoya.
You don't have to do this. Only you now, Master Bruce.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld.
É graça.
This isn't going away.
Sure.
It's all so public and messy.
How could you hide this from me, Alfred? For all these years...
What would you have me do? You were a child. I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
You kept their secrets for them.
I'm trying to help you understand.
Then try harder!
Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Working with Falcone and Hill. I expected a regular accounting, not a pact with the devil.
Your father was a good man in many ways, but this was his undoing. I want you to know I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
Sabes?
You really let me down, Alfred. I don't know if I can.
I understand. This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
If my father was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption. You don't think. You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked. I want him standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I'd only want to ask him one question. Why? My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot them?
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I can't picture him as a criminal, not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gun fires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Bruce, stay back.
Take whatever you want.
Bruce, stay back.
Take whatever you want.
Nothing personal. Just business. He told me you had it coming. You don't have to do this. No, Falcone. I was making a mistake.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
Getting you in to see Falcone like this? I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Relax, Harv. No one needs to know. We'll be out of here in no time.
Oh, relax, he says. As if Bruce Wayne won't turn every head in the building. The last time you disappeared behind closed doors with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about. Look, I'm all for blind support, but I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, well, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing, but everything's been a little busy.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
Well, whoever he is behind that mask, I say Gotham's lucky to have him.
Yeah, it's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
All right, Falcone's inside. You say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
The hell? Bruce Wayne? You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week.
You look like you tangled with the wrong guy.
This is nothing. You should have seen me before I became boss. I'd show up all beat to hell. Your father had sewn me back together. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins.
I could avenge my father's death right now. And there's not a damn thing you could do to stop me.
Avenge Tommy? Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pup digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. Maybe I should have spelled it out.
Convince me then. Tell me a story about our big, happy family.
There it is. Now I got you hooked. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
I am not here to take care of you. You deserve to suffer for what you've done.
Of course, you'd never know the truth. How much of your old man is in you?
I need you alive, but only until I have answers.
Apple didn't fall far, did it? You got that Wayne seed. He loved you, you know. He did it all for you. He protected his own. But if you got on his bad side, your father was more ruthless than any of us. He had a switch, you know. Still, made us all rich, including you. Some people just have the mind for it.
Until you hired an assassin to take him out.
What, you really think I ordered the hit? Sure, I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents left that...
They're waiting for you in hell!
Buddy joined your channel.
Fala.
The bastard had to die!
O que tá fazendo?
Nada.
Nada que me interessa, não tá fazendo mesmo nada.
Hands in the
Não vou
air!
nada.
Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out!
Coloca.
Go! Go!
Tá sozinho, seu maluco, não?
Não tá acontecendo ninguém, não, porra.
Opa! Chato, mano.
Em direta? Tá mandando indiretas? Fala
Tô
logo.
no mano indiretas.
Foda-se. Indiretas do caralho.
Foi, mano. É, diz-me o que se passa.
Não se passa nada.
Qual é que compra esse PC?
Quando tiver dinheiro.
Ai, meu.
We are in deep shit.
Dei dinheiro. Como é que queres que eu compre?
I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later.
Sou pobre e mal agradecido.
Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in.
E o teu trabalho
She
tá
was
fixe?
so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a
Eu não levo
disgrace.
aquilo como se
Another
fosse
officer
osso,
gone
assim.
rogue.
Just doesn't make any sense.
Se fosse trabalho, tem,
She'd never do anything to hurt the
Trabalho daquele
department.
curso que é.
Segunda liga portuguesa.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims.
Nem querias te pagar.
Now
se
it is
dissesse
a
que não
PR
pagavas,
disaster.
trabalhava na mesma.
How can I run against corruption
Mas que
when our
nós
own
estou lá
cops are
para passar o
redecorating the
tempo.
precinct with their prisoners' brains?
Tens o dinheiro.
Quero
So we
dinheiro
gotta
para
get out in
aquilo.
front of this.
Se eu
Spin
quisesse
it as
dinheiro,
best we
voltava
can.
para outra maneira, lol.
Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody.
É para ganhar dinheiro também.
Details are still coming in.
Ah,
We're
isso-
investigating. The usual.
Someone
Então diz aí,
planned this for a
vai
reason.
precisar de dinheiro, que ele resolve contigo.
Even if
Eu
that's
já
true,
disse.
the simple
Vocês não
fact
podem
is she
fazer
gunned
isso,
him
não
down
é?
in his hospital bed.
Então não pode.
Claro
Lieutenant,
que não.
Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Christ. I can delay them for a little while. We still need answers.
Pronto, olha, mas o dinheiro não te faz falta, ajuda.
Tell me if
Não.
she says anything.
Bom,
I have to know why she
olha,
did this.
caralho.
Estás a dizer que não fazes aquilo por dinheiro.
Eu estou a dizer que não faço aquilo por
Alfred,
dinheiro. E o dinheiro que eu
Falcone's
estou a
been
ganhar com
murdered.
aquilo estou a meter de lado.
Ah,
I'm looking
Vou
into
comprar
it, but
o
I'll need
carro.
access to the back computer for anything I find.
Ah, para um mini. no
Alfred, I'm
máximo.
gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Acho que vou comprar um PC naquela cena de recondicionados.pt.
Para quê?
Recondicionados.pt.
Ah, estou
Fresh
fodido.
injection site.
Foda-se.
That doesn't look like blood.
Opa, é assim, olha, o pai dela vai estar a vender o processador dele para o mês que vem
Her
e a
veins,
bordo.
still visible beneath her
Cento
skin.
e qualquer coisa. Então pá, podes aproveitar esse negócio.
Alfred, I think I found the substance.
Eu
Analyze
ia
and forward me the
aproveitar, eu
result.
sou-te sincero, pô.
Of course. I'll be in
E qual é
touch
que
as
é
soon
o
as I have the
processador?
results.
O FX 8350.
Where am
6350?
I?
8350 FX.
Mr. Wayne?
Qual é que é? Aquilo já tem OC automático?
Ah?
What's
Tem
going
OC?
on?
É o Black Edition, é o caralho?
Oh, but I
Então
got this
vai,
awful
essa, né?
feeling something terrible happened.
E quanto é que ele vende?
Sergeant, you have to think.
Diz?
What do
E por
you
quanto é que ele
remember?
vende?
Estava a vender o pack, eu estava a negociar com ele a ver se,
Oh, God.
se ele me vendia por 70.
Falcone.
Quanto?
I was hoping it wasn't real.
O pack da
I
bordo,
believe you were
Say,
drugged,
da
Sergeant.
bordo e do processador.
I-
tá?
It would explain a lot. Listen,
Falar com ele.
you have to believe
Estava
me.
a tentar fazer
I
100%.
talk big about hurting thugs like Falcone,
Só?
but I
Usado,
would
um
never,
FX.
never
Ai, o que é que tem?
betray the lieutenant.
E tem o quê, caralho?
It's so
É melhor abaixo do laser, no caralho.
I remember the sharp pain.
There's an injection site on
É
your
igual ao
neck.
i7.
Then just felt
É,
light,
é
like I could do whatever I wanted.
Fica com ele então.
No guilt.
Eu era para ficar
No
com ele, ó,
consequence.
atrasado.
There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone
Só
was
não
gonna
fiquei
get
com
off.
ele porque o
And
atrasado
all
vai
I knew
todo
was that I
então.
had to stop that.
Vendi o telemóvel, não vou vender este
I had
mês.
Aí
to.
o pai na tola.
No matter what,
Ele não estava a assumir.
the
O pai na tola
reasons
meteu
why I
no
should've.
caralho.
They were a million miles away.
Like you were hypnotized?
É ele.
Under some mind control?
Not mind control, more like my impulse control was gone. My anger was the only thing that mattered.
Olha esta GoPro.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
Coração
don't
tão
worry
bonito,
about that
sem
now.
dono.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor.
É bom.
I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce! What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of
Opa,
lockdown.
não se pode ter tudo.
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Ou é
Don't
branco,
brush
ou é
me
preto,
off.
né?
Word
Oh,
is there were
I've
shots
heard.
fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about
Estou a
that?
dizer, cara, não se
I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Always digging for a story.
Já viste o painel
So
do
it's
AMD?
true?
I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over
AMD.
enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house.
Está bacana.
And now you're here.
Tenho uma risca
You
no
can't
painel,
afford to
tenho
be
ar-condicionado
associated
e
with
caralho,
another
tá
scandal.
vendo?
I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just give me something to run with.
Please, get out of my way, Vicky. I'm in a hurry.
Disappointing. Maybe you have more to do with this than I thought.
Chupa pilas o gajo.
Ai, chupa. Da quem? O Tiagovski?
Não, pô, muito chupa pilas do tipo. Só vê uma cena à frente, tá a perceber?
Não vejo o que é que ele diz.
Só vê a onda,
assim.
só vê a onda, só vê a onda, só vê a onda. É.
Opa, ele só gosta, ele propriamente só gosta de motores japoneses.
Vou-te dar um exemplo, eu vou-te dar um exemplo. Eu tenho
Either
bocado de
Cobblepot
carro,
drugged
né?
Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor.
O carro dele patina até aqui.
The residue I scanned on
Para patinar
Montoya
feito estudo.
is similar to the nerve agent I found in Douglas.
Não. Oh.
Let's see what we got.
Patina nada. Eu vejo
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this was judge, jury, and executioner. No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed.
Honda ou 2000.
What did you learn from him?
S2000 é
Practically
barato.
family, he said.
Family? Funny, I don't recall any Sunday dinners with the mob.
It wasn't Falcone
igual
who called
ao meu,
ahead.
que é que é a versão AMG do motor.
Yeah, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computer's pinpointed reference points on the two compounds.
Enquanto estava a dizer, o gajo que mandou esse 2000
This refined drug is like a weapon.
mandou.
It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses.
Não sei. Eles também são quase relativamente baratos.
É um descapotável, não é? Um descapotável.
The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control.
Isso é uma máquina do caralho.
Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
Não é caro.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you?
Considering the amount they stole from Falcone, they could build a small army of remorseless assassins.
The thought is chilling. Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Eu curto o Honda S2000.
Tá bem, outro carro com 20 anos para dar 40 mil euros.
20 anos, é boa. 20 anos.
Eu sou burro o quê? Vai ver o ano desse carro, puto.
Do S2000?
Do S2000, já. Eu aí que bato mal, esse carro de 90, pô, estás a brincar comigo?
Oh não, o S2000 é aquele carro que aquele gajo fez o vídeo com aquela velhota.
Eu não sei, vai me ensinar de
E esse carro tem
GDMs.
mais 20 anos, estás maluco? Esse
Eu
carro
não
faz
tenho.
2000, meu.
É 2000, é. 2000. Só porque tem 2000 no nome, quer dizer que seja 2000. Olha o Skyline é de que ano então?
Sei lá.
Vai ver o ano então, o R34 para o Volvo.
ano 2000, estás a ver? É mesmo boa.
Sou boa.
Anos
Estamos em
80.
2017.
Bring me her head.
Não, mas
Um carro barato para drift é o Gold 440.
Tu queres comprar um carro, tu? Qual é que é o carro que queres comprar?
Eu quero um Mini.
É um Mini.
John Works, desde 2007.
Vai andar
John
a ver
Cooper
matrículas.
Work, meter um Libertable Kit on it.
Vais andar a ver matrículas.
Hã?
Vais andar a ver matrículas.
Boa.
Depois de fazer um pica.
Yeah, there you go. You'll be all right. All right.
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Esse bumbum que faz tomar latum. Esse bumbum que faz tomar latum. Mano, sabe uma cena? Meu vizinho é um Mercedes, é o que eu tenho.
If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. My boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
Parece que alguém perguntou alguma coisa lá no Pizzas.
Atenção é mesmo, tens filho. Tu, se apanhas um gajo filho da cabeça, não vais foder.
Eu não foda mais.
Bem, você não. Você é doidão, você é doidão.
Nossa, você é Dudu.
You lot, come check out this office.
190.
Where is
190.
Não, 190
You can help me.
190 é.
Ah, esse é antigo.
Let him go.
Hã?
Batman!
Yeah.
It's about time! You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante.
Inventora. Com mesmo.
But don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it
Passar
happen.
mais no chão,
They'll be pleased to know you think so highly of their work.
You used an innent cop to do your dirty work. I know how you've been using the drugs you stole at the docks. Where are they?
Is this about Falcone?
E o meu?
We all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV. If you were truly the defender of the city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone to be stomped out. Believe me, I know.
É como por exemplo,
You
eu vi
don't decide who lives and who dies. That's not justice.
But it's bloody well satisfying, isn't it? As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go.
E os
How's
gajos
about we talk
ver
this
aquela
through?
merda precisaram de meter uma outra
We
frente.
helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
Mas eu no meu, deixa eu ver. Deixa eu ver aqui no YouTube.
The whole hiding, brooding thing must be exhausting.
Chega o momento project.
Here's the thing. I actually admire you. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
2020 AMG Sport. É esta.
They found Catwoman. What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it.
Agora eu quero ver tipo um dos motores.
So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay and watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with.
Sim, o
Oh,
EM30.
what's her name again?
Selena.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
Corvette.
Já, um motor de Corvette, o LS1.
Isso anda bem com
Hã?
anda bem.
Só um Corvette. Não é, que é um Corvette. Um dos carros mais rápidos americanos.
Gonna have to try harder than this.
Basicamente tem pouca ponta, estás a perceber? É carro para andar reta, é carro para andar reta,
Alfred, track down Selena Kyle.
O turbinar, isso então faz chinês, porque isso depende muito. Opá, estou mais habituado com os cavalos, percebes?
Por exemplo, se tiveres
tu vais falar de binário, tens de falar de kilowatts, estás a perceber?
Se tiveres um carro com muitos cavalos, não te interessa no cavalo, muitos cavalos se não tens binário nem torque, não é?
Como assim?
Tipo, o que é que te interessa ter muitos cavalos, tipo o torque faz o carro arrancar rápido, certo?
Sim e não.
O binário...
Também tens que ver a tração do carro. Estás com um carro, se tiver tração... uma tração traseira, tipo, é mais foda de arrancar, percebes? Ali a patinar. O ideal é às 4.
Ah, pois. Mas às 4.
À frente é fixe para as curvas.
Às 4.
As curvas mais.
Às 4. Às 4 os carros estão quase todos a vender. É o formatinho caralho.
You really think he'd show up here?
Se às 4 é que deve arrancar um pneu, certeza.
Tunes for drinking, dancing, and fighting. Not necessarily in that order.
Pá, o gajo tem 600 cavalos, caralho. Mas mesmo assim, tipo, opá, não aproveita nem metade, percebes? Tem um carro para vir. Porque o carro dele patina, puto. O carro dele não consegue ter aderência para usar os cavalos todos, percebes?
Looks like you walked into the wrong
a
bar.
roda rodar a seco, tipo...
You know Selena Kyle, they're men after her.
When aren't they?
Well, these ones are trying to chill her.
Hey, don't I know you?
Porque se não mudam a puta do comboio de tração, caralho.
Cops take all your fancy clothes? Are you trying to lay low?
Claro que dá, mas é caro que foda.
Of course, you're not really the low-lying type.
Nice to meet you,
Frank. Funny seeing you here. So much in the papers. Whole other thing, meeting the man in real life.
É caro que foda.
You're shorter than I thought you would be.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
You didn't seem to mind the company. Whatever.
Tu tens, olha, tens... carros preparados para picares que...
Selena, I need to tell you something important.
Ondas preparadas para
Better be an
picares,
apology.
e caralho, que são tração às quatro.
You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
That's why I'm here. You're in danger.
I've had rats on my tail all day.
The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit. You've got to be kidding me. You should have just killed me on that rooftop. I'm dead anyway. When you screw someone over, you really screw them. The Penguin.
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere. Clearly you know something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think. You don't know what you're getting into.
I grew up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common.
Esse gajo é o verdadeiro
The question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad. Why leave that?
He stole mind-altering chemicals from Falcone.
Drugs aren't really Penguin's M.O.
Well, maybe he's branching out.
Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
I need you, Selena.
That right.
If Penguin is as deadly as you say, I need all the help I can get.
Bruce, sweetie,
The gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together. After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl.
Tu mandaste vídeo.
Harvey knows that.
Tipo, o gajo está a falar do escape e do barulho e não sei o que é.
Vais ver.
Keep Harvey out of this. The less he knows, the safer he'll be.
I'm sure his safety is your paramount concern. You and I...
Don't wreck my bar.
Estou a falar da chave.
Chapa.
Estás a ver isso?
O que é que queres fazer na chave?
A cena das chaves, ele meter
Well,
on
Bruce,
off, abrir as válvulas
you
e
were
fechar,
right.
estás a ver?
Selena Kyle,
Para o carro de um
Penguin says I'll...
Sério.
É no minuto 6:30, caralho, ver.
Com isso, foda-se.
É tipo um carro de linha direta, mas tipo não fica azeiteiro, porque ele tanto pode pôr normal como pode pôr a linha direta, percebes? E o GTR com mais de 700 cavalos, modificado.
Então. Vamos perder esta merda, foda-se.
Estão a jogar o quê?
Estou no Rainbow, que espinho.
Beat it. We're here for her.
Estou no Rainbow.
Tem espaço para mim?
If you care about your own skin,
Disseste que
get
não
the
vai
hell
continuar
out.
jogando.
Gentlemen, please.
Espião.
Sit. Have a drink. Let's work this out like civilized people.
Não sei.
We're done talking.
Mexe a gente lá para baixo, que ele está só lá em baixo.
Eu estou aqui a falar com o pessoal.
Tu puxas lá para cima.
Puta, agora estou a jogar.
Not done yet.
O que é, caralho?
I think they want more.
Then let's give it to him. Apanha um gajo na minha time nível 22.
You fight pretty good.
Até nível 40.
You're such a pretty boy.
Assim tão baixo não.
Estavam a jogar arranca de vocês.
Estamos a jogar, né? Está 3-3.
Ainda estão?
Esses gajos deixam imputar, puto. Foda-se, das atrasados mentais.
Come on, this way.
Eu vou iniciar o jogo.
Nesta circunstância, o hospital tem que informar as...
Quick, check the alleyway! You see anything? Negative. Let's check the other side.
Puta que espera.
Are we alone?
Tenho que ir buscar os meus fones ao espião. Foda-se que susto, caramba. Ei, fala aí mais, cara.
Let's get out of here.
Ai.
I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Wait. Yes or no, will you help me stop Penguin?
I'm gonna say maybe, but only because he's trying to kill me.
Pretty good reason to say yes.
You shouldn't trust me, you know.
Alfred, I'm uploading the contents of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here. All from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
Hill is setting me up. Penguin's gonna take a shot at me. If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. People look up to Batman after how you handled Falcone. Terrorizing the mayor could damage that goodwill. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
Going as Bruce is the smart choice.